Hello, I'm Dr. Jack Schaefer, and I am sitting here with truly one of my favorite people in the eye care industry. You know, when you look at Schaefer Eye Center, what we try to do with glasses, I can go back 30 years and look at everything we tried to build. And this young lady, Gherardi, the founder and owner of LA Works, about you and Barbara, just inspired me to say this is what we need. And right now, 2015, we have you in the Schaefer Eye Center in Birmingham, Alabama. First of all, thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh, well thank you for having me. It's just been pure pleasure.
Well, you know, when you go to these shows, you have all these booths that show glasses, and there's Gay and Barb standing in front of theirs wearing all these beautiful colors. The booth is yellow and blue and green and fun and funky. And last night you talked to our staff about something that was really meant a lot to me. And you said, when you put a pair of glasses on somebody, you're changing them completely. You're letting them go out into the world as this beautiful person. Could you elaborate on that?
Well, I think what I mean by that when I say it is simply that the honor that it is for Barbara and I to, you know, be able to design something that someone puts on their face and go out and lives their life in, and the potential experiences that that would have. So it is sort of chill making. It's such a phenomenal thought. It's poetic, it's beautiful. A lot of very serious things happen behind glasses as well, and books are written, and you know, and maybe a treaty was made, and you know, in a worldview, and maybe someone fell in love and someone got married, and maybe someone had a baby. Thinking about all those kinds of things that happen in a pair of glasses, it's just a profound feeling and an honor to be a part of someone's life in that way.
Yeah, and I like to think if you put the right glasses on, maybe they'll meet the right person and have a much better life.
Well, that for sure. And you know, I mean, we like to make the analogy that glasses are like they're like amplifiers. You know, you can dial it up or you can dial it down. And yes, if you have an interesting pair of glasses on and you've dialed it up and you're going to meet somebody of like mind, or you're going to have an attraction for that reason, it's a compelling component to a person's personality. And I feel very strongly about that.
And again, when you talk, you know, our staff is, I think at Schaefer Eye Center, our eyewear consultants are the best in the United States. I think you met them last night. What do you think about the staff you've met at Schaefer Eye Center?
Oh, I think that one thing that I love is the individuality of them, and I love that there's not this kind of rote answer to anything, that they are really answering authentically from who they are, and I appreciate that. So, you know, in speaking with them, and I tried to speak with as many people as I could, to you know, talking casually, and I just love that they would come from their authentic place with me. It was really refreshing.
And you know what I like is, you know, especially when someone puts on a special pair of glasses, you know, they come to Schaefer Eye Center and you know, they're wearing this everyday pair of glasses they get from one of these other everyday stores. And they come to the Schaefer Eye Center and they walk out and they go home and look in a mirror and they say, wow, yeah, I look great. Yeah. And even more so when someone walks up on the street and says, love your glasses.
That's it.
I know that we have done a good job when I hear someone say that. Now, you know, you design your own glasses, you sell your own glasses, you help make them. Tell me, what goes into the design process? What inspires you to do this?
You know, well, the biggest inspiration is the face. I mean, that's it. You can talk about in a very kind of conceptual, lofty way that designers are inspired or artists are inspired. You know, it could be the color of a day, it could be the music, it could be some great grill work you saw in a chapel in Spain. But really, at the end of the day, it's the face. It's those people who are walking in and out of Schaefer, for example, Eye Center, that have just been transformed by something that made them feel great. Somehow it gave them permission to just take it to the next step. And that's what's inspiring, the moving landscape of the face. That's what we have to say.
The LA Works brand is really set the stage of what's happening in eyewear. I look at all these people that really were inspired by you. I asked you last night who your designers were that you liked in eye care. You know, she named all these friends we have because they all know each other. They work together. But I know that you were inspiration for a lot of people to go
Thank
out
you.
and do this whole revolution. It's actually an evolution of eye care.
Yeah, and I think really it's an important moment right now that it's to bring up. There's a lot of new designers on the forefront, and they're coming up in really interesting ways, making things that aren't coming from large factories. Not a lot of things that are made in America that are being made in studios and workshops in America that are very interesting. And I think I'm feeling the wave of the young new designers. And I don't want to just say young in design. I'm not
Well,
sure.
young is good. I like being young, even though I'm not a designer. Well, I just want to thank you again for all of Birmingham, for all of Alabama. We appreciate you being here. Our staff just loved it, and that's it.
Truly
for
a
the show.
pleasure. Truly a pleasure to be here. A delight.